this will be a short guide to DRAGAPULT, which will be releasing in around 24 hours from now. Give it or take it a few hours, but it will be less than a day away from this Pokemon being released. It's gonna be a new attacker, probably a jungler as well. It doesn't really have good laning phase. It's very similar to like Cinderace or Greninja. It's pretty much an invisible Cinderace, but it also has some other funny mechanics. So very squishy attacker, ranged as well. There's two builds I want to talk about. First, we have the Dragon Breath build with a Dragon Dance, which seems more like a meme. And then we have Shadow Ball and Phantom Force, which seems like a very, very strong build. Void items, I mean, Master Scope and Rapid Fire Scarf can be interesting. That's just normal, right, for any auto tech based carry. Master Band is great, Scope Lens, Rapid Fire Scarf is great. There could be something different as well, because Energy Amp and Body Barrier could be interesting on this Pokemon because of Dreep and Destroy. This Pokemon doesn't have a normal Unite move. It has a Unite move with a individual cooldown, and you don't have to recharge energy. So it's pretty much just a third move. Pretty much this Pokemon doesn't have a Unite move. It just has 3 abilities. And yeah, it could proc. You know, Body Barrier has a 30-second cooldown. Energy Amp also has a cooldown, but if you can proc Body Barrier every 30 seconds, it could also be quite strong. For the passive, I don't know, it doesn't say what passive it has yet on this test server still. I'm still on the test server making this video. It says Clear Body, I don't know what the passive is. So we start the game as GP, we get Astonish and Quick Attack. Quick Attack is a dash, and we get Attack Speed afterwards, and Astonish is a long-range skill shot, which could potentially be last hitting, but you can see it doesn't do that much damage early game, so last hitting with it, I think it feels around the same maybe as Ember of Delphox. But yeah, you can see it's no damage, right? So you're not going to get last hits with this against Pokemon that have good early game. So it's going to be a jungle, and this attack speed of Quick Attack is going to help us clear stuff very fast. Now let's talk about the boosted auto attack. As you can see right here, we have to charge up our boosted auto attack. It's this bar under us. If we auto attack or, you know, hit abilities, it charges up. And then we get a boost auto attack at max, and it turns into this missile or to this AoE damage. Makes also a nice sound. And that's the boosted auto attack. Then we level up. Level 5, we choose between Phantom Force and Dragon Dance. Let's first talk about the better build that I think is going to be meta, is Phantom Force and Shadow Ball. So Phantom Force, it's pretty much similar to Shadow Sneak or Sableye. We press it, and we turn invisible. The enemies have this notification going up. The target dummy doesn't show it, but if you're too close to a target, still you get revealed at some point. So similar to Sableye, you can see the yellow bar now under the blue bar. If we stay too long invisible next to someone, we get revealed. Otherwise, we stay invisible. After we get revealed, we get attack speed. You can see we get a lot of attack speed. And it also has a reset mechanic. So, if we deactivate cooldowns right here, if we get a KO, it gets completely reset, which is absolutely insane, right? Similar to like Twitch from League of Legends, if people know Twitch. You can see this boost auto attack is also AoE damage. So it's very nice to clear stuff with. Another thing that Shadow Sneak does is it also charges up our boost auto attack. So if you can see, we turn to Phantom Force. You can see the blue bar filling up, so boost auto attack comes very much faster. Then we have Shadow Ball, which is a long-range skill shot into a direction, and it gives us also a dash. So we roll into the direction of our cursor. We always roll. Actually, no, we don't. If we don't press our cursor, you can see we stand still. It's similar to water pulse of Azumarill, right? Pretty much the same. Get a dash, and we mark the enemy target. And now we do bonus damage to this marked target. After auto-attacking it 4 times, we do even more damage. So it's marked. You can see the marks. 1, 3, 4. Now it gets procced. It does additional damage and also heals you on top of it. It doesn't do any, doesn't stun or anything. But you just see additional damage to the enemy target. So combined with Phantom Force, you can kill someone very, very fast. This is a lot of damage. Especially early game as well already. Combined with Rapid Fire Scarf, which is also going to be very fast to proc. We can just go on someone and start auto-attacking. And you can see how much damage we already do at level 7. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. And again, the small dash. And I think that's literally it for this move. Besides that, it doesn't do much else. And that, again, it has healing as well. It has healing. And then Shadow Ball can also pierce, so every single target getting hit by is getting marked by your things. So if you then have a boost auto-attack ready as well, you proc all the marks at the same time, as you can see. So you can do crazy AoE damage in teamfights if you hit multiple targets with your Shadow Ball and your basic attacks. Then we get to level 9, where we get Dreep and Destroy. As I said, it's more like a basic move than a Unite move. You can see you have 2 charges, we press it, and 2 Dreeps, or Dreepies, seek out a target and do damage. If there's only 1 target around, both are gonna seek towards the same targets, and it also does more damage the lower something is on HP. That's all there is to it. And I don't know, the cooldown in between is 1.8 seconds. If we turn off the cooldown reduction, you can maybe see how much the cooldown feels like. You can see the blue bar now filling up. And again, it's a cooldown. You can't build it up by scoring. It's not going to get lowered by getting white Pokemon. It's literally just a third ability this Pokemon has. It doesn't have a Unite move. So, which is quite bad, because it doesn't get the Unite effects, right? Other Pokemon like Cinderace or the Decidueye or like any other Pokemon, they get special effects after Unite moving, right? This Pokemon doesn't. It does not get any effects after Unite moving, which could be maybe an issue. We will see how that turns out, but I like this concept of maybe trying something new, just having 3 abilities instead of like having that one button that just wins everything. I'm gonna see how that turns out. Can look at the plus things as well. Phantom Force Plus gives us more cooldown reduction when we attack something, so we can even have more Phantom Forces as well if we want. So you can see every auto attack uses the Phantom Force cooldown. Quite insane. And level 30 we get Shadow Ball Plus, which gives us increased damage. That's it. Just more damage. Why not? So now we take a look at the other 2 moves. Dragon Dance first. Dragon Dance, it's a pretty hilarious move. So we start our Dragon Dance and we start flying in this line, auto-attacking pretty much from it, and it's just hitting targets. We can decide in what direction we want to fly in, either saying left or right, or, you know, just going the motion that the circle is showing us. You can do right or left, up or down, whatever it's, you know, it shows. So right here, if it says up, we just press up and we start flying. We also fly over terrain, as you can see, and it stops after a certain amount of time. I'm pretty sure you can also cancel it. So like this, you can cancel it and just exit anytime you want. And I'm pretty sure you can also get stunned out of it. So if you get stunned, I'm pretty sure it just ends, which could be a big of a problem. And then on level 7, we get Dragon Breath. So skill shot in front, leaves the area scorched. I'm not sure if it does anything else, but also do damage over time. I think it pretty much just... Oh no, it also reduces cooldown, move speed as well. And the fun part about this Dragon Breath is you can use it while Dragon Dancing. It also resets the cooldown. So we can, as an example, do Dragon Breath, start our Dragon Dance, and then Dragon Breath again. And it just looks so funny. Honestly, I love this design. I don't know if it's going to be very practical, but just using this and then Dragon Breathing while flying is an amazing idea for a Pokemon concept. I just don't think it's going to be too strong, which I'm maybe a bit sad about. But it's very cool. And it just looks a bit memey. But you can see it actually does quite good damage as well. Damage speed not too bad. We just auto-attack something. It seeks a target. Dragon Breath with it. Shadow Ball doesn't work with it. So this is kind of the combo you want to go for if you play Dragon Dance. And then let's look at the other things as well. Maybe the plus ones, if there's anything great when it comes to this. We also get HP back now. Yeah, it's actually pretty good healing. It's not too bad healing. Keeps it maybe a bit more alive. But the problem is, I think you can just get stunned out of it. That's going to be a huge issue. These increase damage to opposing Pokemon the further increase their move speed. Decrease their move speed. There you go. Just more damage. Bigger slow. But yeah, it does. I mean, it does pretty good damage, right? Let me spawn Rayquaza. You can also just fly by Rayquaza like this. Maybe can stun us out of it so we can, you know, tell. But it is very, very hilarious. I just love it. It's hilarious. I don't know what to tell you. I hope this is a thing. I don't know if it will be. Cause I mean, Phantom Force just looks so insane of an ability, right? Having invisibility on a ranged attacker means also just insane protection. It will be very hard to kill in teamfights. And yeah, you know, I mean, just you pretty much unkillable in teamfights. You can see Dragon Breath actually does a good amount of damage as well. It does a good amount of damage if enemies are stuck in it. And we can also do like this, and then we can do Dragon Breath, we can lock out, and we still do a good amount of damage. Even with this build to certain things. But yeah, it still looks more memey, right? Let me know in the comments what you think about the 2 builds, which one you want to try. If you want to play the Dragon Dance or Dragon Breath build, or just go for the very try-hard, you know, Phantom Force. Which is gonna be very annoying to deal with. It's not gonna be Sableye level of annoying, because it doesn't stun you, right? This build, like this Pokemon doesn't have stuns. So at least it's gonna do a lot of damage, and it's still gonna be invisible and get away, but at least you don't get stunned for 5 seconds, you know, out of fog. It's still gonna try also assassinating you. But I think it's gonna be very fun to play. We'll see how it is to play against it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and this guide, and don't forget to like and subscribe.